What's up, everyone? Kilosaurus Rex here, and welcome to my first official toy review! I'm so excited about this! I have been wanting to make toy reviews forever, mostly because I wasted all my money buying. I love creating figurine dioramas. I love posing figures. I love making them fight with each other. I love recreating movie scenes. As those of you who follow my Instagram know, I am super duper proud of the Godzilla vs. Kong recreation that I made. The photo shoots that I made of it, at the very least. I love figurines. I love being able to recreate scenes that I see in movies because of how much I love movies and just how much I love the characters in the movies, so much so that I decided to purchase my own versions of them. I hope that makes sense. I don't really know. I'm running off of adrenaline right now because holy crap, this is actually happening! Speaking of toy reviews, how about we take a look at the reason you guys are all here? Hiya Toys Shimo. Oh my god, this figure has been a long time coming. She has been up for pre-order since this time last year. I'm not kidding. She first appeared on the Hiya Toys website at least a year ago. Close to a year ago. Okay, fuck it. My memory sucks. I don't even know my name anymore. Who the fuck is that? And she's been delayed for about 4 months. See, she was supposed to be released in February of 25, but instead she ended up getting released in early June of 25. I didn't even receive my figure until late June of 25. Are you fucking kidding? To be fair, Hiya Toys has been extraordinarily popular. I don't think they've seen this much popularity ever. Look at all the other shit that Hiya Toys has done. They've got Predator, they've got RoboCop, they've got The Walking Dead. Have you seen their Walking Dead figures? Oh my god. But alas, all of Hiya Toys' previous work was ignored when MonsterVerse and Godzilla in general were brought into the ring because of a certain other toy company who... because of a certain other toy company who shall not be mentioned in this video. Many fans of the MonsterVerse and Godzilla figures altogether have been looking for a replacement brand because of the, shall we say, bullshit. This isn't about the company at all. This isn't about them. I'm not here to start a flame war. I am here to look at Hiya Toys Shimo. Now that I officially have the figure in my possession, before I get started on this, I just want to note that I really wanted to do a Hiya Toys Godzilla review first, but I just have so many Hiya Toys Godzillas that I don't even know where to begin with. Do I start with the pre-evolved version that is my favorite, or the burning Godzilla version that's the first one I got? How did you get all the way up there? Or do I start with the 2014 version that I just got and isn't really my favorite? Or do I start with the battle version of burning Godzilla? What are you doing over there? Why are my heat ray Godzillas on the top of my shelf? Why am I completely surrounded by my own figures? What is going on? Guys, needless to say, I really want to do a Hiya Toys Godzilla review. I promise. I wear the merch for a reason. I just have too many of the same mold to even know where to begin with. Since Shimo is not only an amazing design, but she is a MonsterVerse original. And she is one of the best MonsterVerse originals we have ever seen. Shimo has got to be the single most popular MonsterVerse original kaiju I've seen since the Skullcrawler of Kong Skull Island. I may or may not also have that one. I'll make more reviews, I promise. And there's a reason, and let's be real, there's a reason she's so goddamn popular. She's a woman. Because of this amazing design that Hiya Toys 100% nailed. I mean, look at this. Look at how amazingly detailed she is. They got her design from the film exactly correct. From the tip of her nose, from the tip of her shark-like nose to the end of her spiky tail. That is amazing. I think it also helps that Shimo was one of the biggest kaiju to appear in the MonsterVerse, because if she stands up on her rear legs, I'm fairly certain she's taller than Ghidorah. Since the Hiya Toys MonsterVerse line consists of 1/6 scale figures, if you were to stand her up next to Godzilla or Kong or the Skullcrawler, she will be an accurate scale. She sits at a perfectly accurate scale with all of them. It's amazing. The scale that they went with really helps emphasize her overall presence, not just as a figure, but as a kaiju altogether. And to establish such a presence, you would need to be able to hold more than one pose, unlike that statue I'm never going to purchase. Nice try, Hiya Toys. And speaking of poses, she is incredibly articulated. As you can see in my second camera, where the posability will be going absolutely nuts, She has very sturdy ball joints in absolutely every part of her body that you could ever want to pose. Even her fingers are articulated. Her fingers! I haven't seen this in a Hiya Toys figure. I have never actually seen this in a Hiya Toys figure. This has got to be the first where they've had individually articulated fingers. It's absolutely amazing the work that they've done here. From what I can tell, there are two different kinds of joints all throughout the body. There are friction-based hinge joints that appear in the arms, elbows, fingers, and at the mouth of Shimo. There are also some hinge joints in the legs as well as the ankles, although the ankles are a different kind of hinge joints. The ankle is basically made out of two different round pieces that are kind of snapped together and rotate against each other to create a multitude of rotation angles. So essentially you can go up, you can go down, you can go side to side, and you can even go diagonal to a certain degree to create a pivot. You could do that. You could break the ever-loving shit out of her ankles, although I don't know why on earth you would want to do that. What the fuck is wrong with you? The rest of the joints that aren't hinge related are basically on these sturdy dumbbell ball joints, which is two ball joints connected by a stick. And my god, they are incredibly sturdy. I do have to warn you that if you plan on purchasing this figure and posing her in one of her hind leg poses, it's going to be very difficult. I had a bit of a struggle posing Shimo on her hind legs because the sheer weight of the front half of her body just brings her down entirely. You're going to want to make sure you're extremely skilled at balancing a figure because you have to balance her weight in such a way that she will just stand up almost like a straight line. Or you could turn her into a tripod, which is basically extend her rear legs all the way out and have the rest of her weight being leaned on the tail. Yeah, no, that's natural. The shimmer effect from the movie is almost perfectly recreated. Almost. It is missing a slight glimmer, but I feel like they were limited due to the lack of CGI. But still, for what they did, it is absolutely amazing. There is a rainbow-like shine coming off of every part of her body. The paint is so incredibly detailed. The dry brushing is immaculate, and oh my god, that shimmer. The shimmer that is created on not only her skin, but on her back, but on her crystals. Her crystals are shimmering. Can you not see this? This is absolutely amazing. I feel like that part could have been improved, not only for her back, but also for the crystals and her eyes. However, in my infinite Hiya Toys wisdom, I can only assume that they're saving the special paint for a special ice beam version for fuck's sake, Hiya Toys. We've been giving you consent for how long and you decide to pull a Bandai on us? Not cool. I'm just as pissed as the rest of you. My Godzilla Evolved hasn't even arrived yet. What the hell was that? They almost perfectly recreated the Shimo that we see in the films. And the reason I say almost perfectly is because the lack of a ice beam effect part, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. Nope. If I keep talking about it, it'll get released. But overall, this is an absolutely amazing figure. One of the best kaiju figures that I have ever owned in my entire life. If you're a MonsterVerse fan, hell, if you're a kaiju fan in general, you owe it to yourself to get one of these. And if you were to pick it up, I strongly recommend you pick it up at this store, because if you are a Big Bad Toy Store shopper or an Amazon shopper, I do have to say that Big Bad Toy Store has yet to get a hold of the Shimo figure, and Amazon will be the last to get a hold of the Shimo figure. I guarantee it.
Oh my god!
Since this store seems to have exclusive Hiya Toys shipping, I strongly recommend you go over there to pick it up. I will say that if you pre-order it, you will have to pay in advance before shipping, which might put you on edge a little bit, but I promise you, since she is in stock, if you picked the correct regional warehouse to ship her from, I promise she'll arrive in less than a week. I will recommend that you stay within the $100 mark for this figure, because the most that I'd be willing to pay for this figure is probably $130. Any more than that, and it's just not worth it. So if you see her on sale for about $200, $300, what the fuck? Do not do it. She is an amazing figure, but regardless, she has a few fragile parts, a few parts that are more likely to break than others, so she's only worth a certain amount. The hinge joints on her thumbs appear to be the smallest joints on the figure, and they are very, very loose. So with that being said, certain parts of the figure justify the fact that she's not worth $200. But if she's anything less than $130, by all means, go for it. Get this figure as soon as possible, because she is not only in stock, but she is selling fast. And I mean fast. I give it a full 8 out of 10. It's just amazing. The only reason it doesn't get those last two numbers is because the thumb joints that I mentioned, which are really tiny and really loose, and the lack of a beam effect and further glow effect for the figure altogether. But still, she is an 8 out of 10. By all means, go nuts. I have been having such an amazing time with this figure ever since she arrived. The complaints that I've had about her are absolutely minor, and they are forgivable. As long as you follow the price line that I mentioned earlier, you'll purchase an amazing figure that is more than worth it. Now that I've got the review out of the way, I just want to say how genuinely excited I am to create toy reviews. I could not tell you guys how much this means to me. I have been purchasing figures that are incredibly detailed and incredibly well made for years. I have so much to say about them, and I have so much that I want to do with them. If you want to see the work that I have done with my figurines, go check out my Instagram page. The link is in my YouTube bio. If you want to see more deluxe photographs that I have taken with the figures, just let me know in the comments, and if I get enough comment, then maybe I'll start a members or a Patreon page where anyone who joins will get to see all of the amazing work that I do with these figures. I'm not trying to toot my own horn by any means. I am an amateur photographer. I mean, look at this.
What the hell?
I'm literally recording this off of my phone and a little camera set up like on a tripod. The reason I say amazing work is because it's the figures themselves that just bring so much life and so much action to the photos. It's utterly amazing. Any pose that I get these figures into is just utterly amazing and just so much fun to handle. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed my toy review, and I will see you all later. Shimo, you did an amazing job today. I just wish that, well, I kind of wish I could have started these toy review videos with one of my Godzilla figures. But alas, I have 7 figures that are the exact same mold. If only I had a more unique and freshly released sculpt and design to review. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear god, no. No! No! No, no, no! No! You weren't supposed to be released until 2032! No! It's impossible! This is impossible! I swear I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. No! No, 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 no! I wanted you! I'm sorry!